Hey everyone, this is PrinceBrightstar, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. This little guy right here is the Red Mage minion, rather. And I just received him today as part of pre-ordering Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. And aside from that, I also got a second item from pre-ordering. It's an earring. It's called the Alamegan earrings, and what it does is it increases experience earned by 30% when level 50 and below. And that basically applies to pretty much anything that you could think of. So if you've got any classes that you still need to level up, you'll be able to use those earrings to basically get what you need in terms of being able to level things up. Anyway, it is time to speak to Xaela and get ourselves going in the Naadam. You are ready for battle, Prince? Let us proceed.
I see you, soil bearers.
The soil has been scattered, and the steppe reborn! Sanctified and unbound, she calls for a new Han! Go forth and claim her, Dothal, and bring death to all who bar your way! Yeah!
It begins, Grandmother.
I must say, it's been a while. Is everyone ready?
A samurai is always ready! You shall remember this soon enough once I have taken to the field.
So we take on all comers, and then it's off to Doma. I can't wait. Thank you, my friends. Upon the soil of one and all shall our deeds be inscribed.
So, to triumph in the Naadam, you and your allies must race from Molol toward the Ovu in the distance, while fending off attacks from other tribes. Once you arrive at the Ovu, you must claim it for the Mole, but be warned that the warriors of other tribes can do so as well, and only the first will be crowned Khan. Prevent your opponents from claiming the Ovu, and endure their assault to win the Naadam for the Mole.
Grant us favor, O Mother of the Dusk, and to victory guide them all!
Alrighty, here we go. So I guess we're just following the path here that Xaela is taking. probably work on the shaman here. It seems like they would probably be the healer. There we go. Alright, Gosetsu is saying he's gonna continue from there. Or he's gonna take care of the rest of them. Alright, here's another group.
Out of my way!
Ah, we got more coming in. Alright, there, looks like Lisa's taking care of it. Alright, so it looks like that's the target point right there. Takes out a good bunch of them. Are we able to claim this yet, though? Doesn't look like it. So it seems like they react almost instantly whenever I try to go for it. Alright, here we go. I see Magni in there. You came, as I knew you would, for you too are a warrior of the steppe. I salute you, traveler, and should be honored to face you alone, but the Dothal thirst for blood and will suffer no duels. Bear witness, Father Azim, the soil shall drink deep of blood this day.
Rise, brothers of the sun! Know your place!
we're gonna have to interrupt others as they're trying to get it. Let's drag this group back out.
To the Chaos Brothers!
Even more coming in. Oops, don't want to do that.
In death to our soul sing!
What's going on here? We're gonna have to take these out. There's one. There goes the other. There's Lise.
Bow down before me!
Leave this one to me!
That's quite the attack there. Alright, let's finish off Magni.
The sun cannot be extinguished.
So with Magni down, we just have Sadu to take care of. As well, still keep an eye on the thing.
It's not enough!
Alright, there goes Sadu. I'd love to claim it if I could target it. Here we go. And that's a victory for us.
The steppe has spoken. Then the Han is.
We have won. The Mole have won. The Dawn Throne is ours.
We did it. And you, my friend, you were magnificent. Magnificent and, not a little terrifying.
What a strange tale this has become. To think I suffered them to live.
On your guard, Otun. The wind warns of men in iron.
Imperials. Well, now we've got an army to our back.
I thought I'd find you here, Eorzean! Dearest of all my enemies. Today's the day I finally get to kill you. And then they'll give me a shiny medal and my choice of posting. Bloody perfect it is! Well, go on then! Kill him! Kill them all!
Dearest of all his enemies, eh? Congratulations. Hearken to me, honored warriors of the steppe! Our enemies intrude upon this sacred ground! Have you yet the strength to oppose them?
You forget to whom you speak, Doman. We are the Undying Ones. We are Dothal!
If this be the will of the Mole and their Han, so be it. The sun shall abide by the law of the steppe.
Warriors of the steppe, with me! I'm gonna grab Grenoa as well as the armored weapon here. The troops can handle the smaller fry there.
Time to get serious!
This blow challenge you! Mark well in word!
They've got more of them coming in.
For you, father!
There goes the armored weapon.
Let us be about it!
Let's not be left in our wake!
I'm trying to split myself up so I'm at least getting damage on everything. Ah, Magni! Good idea. we should make this easily. There we go. That's a good meteor.
I had you. Impossible! He was there for the taking! What do I have to do? I need more men, more weapons, more power! Ah!
As if we'd lose to the likes of him. And we're only gonna get stronger. Stronger and stronger, until we're strong enough to take back everything they stole.
I have kept my promise, Serena. They are yours to command.
Oh, yes, of course.
Brothers and sisters of the steppe, the Naadam is ended, and we Mol now claim the Dawn Throne. No demands shall we make of you, save these. Heed our comrades' words, and honor the law of the steppe.
Before I fought for the Mole, I fought for my homeland, for Doma.
To Doma, would you have us go to fight your war and win your freedom? Very well. The battlefield matters not, nor else the enemy. In battle do our souls burn bright. And better the mole's law than that of the sun. Arrogant and foolhardy were their pronouncements. Already you and yours show better sense.
The sun shall answer your call, Doman. Wild as the wind the Atun and her brood may be, but they will deliver you naught. We will deliver you your kingdom.
Weak and few as we are, the Mole will fight for Doma too, if you will have us.
Well then, I believe naught remains but to return to Doma at the head of a Xaela army, my lord. I cannot wait to see the look on Yugiri's face.
Nor I. We shall depart as soon as our forces are assembled and rejoin our comrades. And then, my friends, we shall bring freedom to the people of Doma!
Alright, the Naadam is over. Let's speak to Hien. Your Imperial friend has truly impeccable timing. Had he come even a few moments earlier, he might actually have stood a chance. In any event, that is 2 battles won in a single day. which, by my reckoning, gives us twice the cause to celebrate. But first, I pray you grant me a moment to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, we are one step closer to freeing my homeland from the tyranny of the Empire. I am in your debt. Of course, if all goes to plan, this is like to be but the first of many such debts. Yet I promise to endure my insolvency with a smile, out of the gratitude to the Kami for seeing fit to send you hither. Alright. Let's grab that. Ah, but it would be rude of me to monopolize your attention. Doubtless there are others who would speak with you. Let us go and greet Timulun Hatun. Welcome, warriors of the steppe. It is an honor to receive you once more. We observed the battle from a distance, and marked the moment of your triumph. In that instant, I wept tears of joy. Not only did you bring us victory in the Naadam, but you ensured that every one of my kinsmen returned with their lives. Some were more gravely wounded than others, but none were lost to us. We could not have asked for anything more. If it is not too much of an imposition, would you be willing to go and speak with them? A simple gesture for those with whom you shared the battlefield. Alright. Some part of me still struggles to believe it, but we won. We defeated the Oronir and the Dofarl, and won. When they appeared before us, I was filled with such fear as I had never known. But then I saw you charge with Serena and the others, and before I knew it, I was running and shouting. I will carry the memory of that moment with me always, as well as the moment when you became with the Uvu and were declared Han. The victory pose you struck was a sight to behold. I say, would you be willing to show us again? Alright. Let's see. Apparently... Oh, I need to do it... Wait, right here? I guess I'll stand on it and let's see what that does. There we go. Aye, that's the stuff of legends. That's the Han in all his splendor. Praise be to the Han, and to the gods for guiding him to us. Glory to the Han and his comrades, forever and forever. 100 years, the Han! Alright. Let's go speak with Serena. Ah, Prince. I am told you gave the young warriors a fine show. Grandmother and I have been discussing how we might best express our gratitude to you. Mere words did not seem sufficient. This is Morin Her, a traditional instrument of our people. The feats of our greatest heroes, like Bardam and Chaka, are preserved in song. Yours too will live on for years to come. Perhaps one day you might learn how to play it, but even if not, you may look on the Morin Her and remember this time, this place, as we will when we hearken to the music. Alright, so some kind of musical instrument then. Alright, so this isn't anything that we can actually play. It's more just going to be on tabletop, basically. Inside player housing. At the risk of sounding impatient, we have certain pressing obligations. It is time that we saw to them. You are right. To whom much is given, much is expected. Nay, do you not think yourselves so indebted to us? Was it not you who gave us your blessing to participate in the Naadam, and you who saved my lord Hyun from certain death? Doma is in your debt, and will ever be a friend of the mole. And we to you, Gosetsu. A thought occurs to me. If you wish to return to Yangsha with all haste, the passage to the south of the Dusk Throne would offer the most direct route. The Dothraki sealed it with their magics during the Doman Rebellion, when more men in iron came from afar. If ever there were a time to open the pass, it is now. We should journey to Dothraki. But before that, might we visit the Dawn Throne? I wish to speak with our most radiant brother. Are you sure that's a good idea? I know he agreed to fight for Doma, but I doubt he'll be happy to see us so soon after we beat him. Nama made us for war, Lise. Ever since we came into this world, we have fought. In the Naadam, blood was shed and lives were lost. Brown earth was stained crimson, and Xaela wept. But crimson is the dusk and the dawn, death and rebirth, an ending to mark a new beginning. We who are born are destined to die. As the seasons turn, we are born again. Thus spoke the first. So you see, we harbor no hatreds. The Naadam is the Naadam, and what comes after is what comes after. If you say so, the Dawn Throne first, then. Yes, and I shall accompany you. Alright, let us teleport up there. I guess the mole won't be moving in anytime soon. The sun is disinclined to entertain you at length. Speak your purpose in coming. Humble as ever. Should I be humble in the presence of inferiors? I am a child of Azim, and you are not. Your triumph in the Naadam does not raise you to such heights. Batu will not be joining us. He was wounded in the Naadam. His hurts are grave, and he requires rest. But he will walk again in time. Though it is no business of yours, such pity does not become a Han. We are not allies, traveler. Far from it. The Naadam will come again, and with it our rule. I have to say again, why have you come? To bid us surrender the Dawn Throne to the Mole? Nay, the Mole are beholden to the will of the gods, and they would not have us reside here. The Ornir and the Buduga may remain. We are for Yangsha, and we wish to speak of your part in the coming war. Ah, the Domans and the Iron Men. I remember our pact. Sound the call, and the Ornir will answer. Full glad am I to hear it. We have preparations to attend to, but we'll send for you soon. The gods are kind. I am sure the Ornir will prove a great boon in the days to come. Of the dusk, a maiden gentle and ethereal, a dancer in the morning mist, and a warrior besides. Please don't do that. Somehow I get the feeling that Yoshi P tried to make a joke about what people thought they saw in the original trailer, where some people were saying instead of monk, dancer as the next class. Look into my eyes, child. See you as him. Are you my Nama? I know not of what you speak, Brother Magni, but I am certain you are mistaken, quite. We should get going. Right now. Alright, let us make our way down to the other area. And we will pass through that cave entrance. Actually, we need to speak to Sadu first. So let's hop on down. This is gonna be a hard landing. Almost had a bullseye there. Oh, and I still need to do this. I need to apologize for not streaming last night. I got disconnected from the servers, and it was basically a 2.5-3 hour wait for me to even get in, so it was just not possible for me to start up a stream that late. Pretty much, as far as I can tell, all of as soon as I did get in, like no more than 5 minutes later, all of Aether went down. So it just was not possible. It just was not meant to be. Alright, here's Sadu. The Han and his warriors. Greetings, my lady. We come to you on our journey south, bound for Yangsha, where our comrades await us. How fare you and yours in the wake of the Naadam? Many were wounded, some few to the death. Resplendent were their souls in the chaos. It was a good battle. A good day to die. Soon we will greet them again. And mayhap one who went before them also. Gesser's seed has quickened in his lover. When the child is born, we shall see who awaits behind its eyes. Already we must look to the next Naadam. We must grow strong of body and mind, and your war will help us do so. Say the word and we will fly to the field. Of that I have no doubt, for you are Dotharl. There is one more thing we would ask of you. The magics you use to seal the passage to the south. Would you unmake them? If that be your wish. When next we come together, it will be on the great battlefield against a common foe. I trust you will fight with the same fervor you demonstrated during the Naadam. Ha! And you, Ancient One, will be the demon I know you to be. Aught less would be a disappointment. Alrighty. So, let us make our way there. And also on that same point, if something like that does happen, whereby I say I'm going to be doing a stream and then it doesn't happen, keep an eye on the discussion page for my channel, because usually I will post an update at least there about what the situation is, if that does happen. Sadhu Khatun has done her part. This passage will deliver you to Doma. It is here we must part ways, until the day you call us to battle. It won't be long, I know, but take care of yourself, Sirena, and tell your grandmother and the others again how much we appreciate everything they did for us. I will. Oh, and I nearly forgot. I have another gift for you. Oh, it's a red, wait, is this a banner of the Mole Tribe? It is not the most practical of gifts, but we nevertheless wish to present it to you. I do not fully understand what has befallen Doma, or your homeland, Lys, but I do understand that you and yours have suffered terribly. The Mole placed their faith in the gods, and in turn, they shepherd us. They watch over us and keep us. We pray they show you the same favor. As it was in the Naadam, blood will be shed, your lands engulfed in a storm of fire and steel. Yet as it did here, it shall mark a new beginning there. May you ever walk in crimson, for in crimson there is life, there is liberation. Thank you for your prayers, Sirena. We shall remember them. Until we meet again. Alrighty, let's see here. So this is... Once again, that's for player housing. Alright, Crimson Footsteps is a new achievement we just unlocked. Right then, to the House of the Fierce. With me, my friends. And inside the cave we go. Let's go for number 3. I have not used this road before, but... I recognize this place. The House of the Fierce should lie somewhere to the south. I will go on ahead and inform the sentries of our master's return. Alright, let's keep making our way to the south. Looks like we have to head up this way here. Here we are. Here we are. I wonder if they all are gathered inside, waiting, perhaps expecting a speech of some such. Well, no matter. I shall have to do what I shall have to do.
Brothers and sisters, pray forgive me my absence. It has been far too long.
Lord Hien. Gosetsu told us of your trials and tribulations on the steppe. Would that I'd been present to witness your victory, my lord.
Our victory, Yugiri, owed as much to each of my stalwart comrades as it did to me. Now rise. I will not suffer this excess of formality any longer. Alfinol and Alizé Levieux, I presume. I'm told we owe you much. It is a pleasure to meet you both.
The pleasure is ours, Lord Hien. Though we were born and raised a world apart, our values are one and the same. Freedom, justice, liberty. Each of which Doma shall soon enjoy once more.
Hopefully. I understand you have brought an army.
Indeed. The Xaela tribes of the Azim Steppe have pledged their military might to the cause.
Good. We, meanwhile, have secured the support of the Confederacy and a not insignificant number of your countrymen. The Blue Kojin, too, have expressed a willingness to join the fight, provided you agree to certain trade agreements following the liberation of Doma.
The shinobi will render what aid they can. However, Suino Sato refused to answer our call.
No matter. What forces we have amassed far exceed my original expectations. You have my thanks.
You should know that Xenos departed Doma not long after you left to find Lord Hien. We know not the reason why, but it would seem he was eager to return to Gir Abania.
What? Have you heard anything from the Resistance? There hasn't been another attack, has there?
Tataru assures me they are quite well. You need not worry. If anything, this turn of events would seem to be to our advantage.
But there the good news ends. Yotsuyu retains her position as acting viceroy, and we have reports that the garrison at Doma Castle is preparing for a massive operation. We suspect that the Empire's attempt to eliminate you on the steppe may have been a prelude to a larger effort to purge the remaining pockets of resistance within Doma.
The hour of reckoning is upon us.
Then victory will be soon. That sentence doesn't make sense. Then victory will soon be ours.
The Khan has spoken, and I, for one, am not inclined to argue. in this place, in this moment, I call upon you all. 25 years of oppression, of tyranny, of shame. It ends with us. We will prevail.
Alright, let us speak with Alpha No. Once more, welcome back. It is good to see you again, Prince. Ah, yes. There is another recent development we neglected to share with you. Alcé and I have been hard at work attempting to restore the Aetheryte here to its former glory, and I am pleased to inform you that we have succeeded. Suffice it to say, it should prove a boon for travel. Well, for those replete with anima like you, at least. Then in that case, let us go ahead and attune to it. And with that done, we are going to make a little detour. Back to Ul'dah. After all, we have a new Paladin quest available to us now. Let's make our way over to the Gladiators Guild. And this should be the final battle of the Old Cup. In fact, let's have a quick bite to eat before we head in. It's time, Prince. The Old Cup final. You have what it takes to win. Just fight as you always do, and the rest will follow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my regret to inform you that the Black Lotus has withdrawn from the match. In the absence of an opponent, the winner of the Old Cup final is PrinceBrightstar by default. Hey, you don't think that those rumors could be true, do you? What, that Black Lotus is Aldous, the gladiator who was banished from the Colosseum? Seems a little far-fetched, but you never know these things. I called that on the last one! In an unexpected turn of events, Black Lotus, the winner of the Nald group, has withdrawn. I repeat, Black Lotus has withdrawn. 12 in a tangle. What in blazes is going on? We will relay further information as soon as more becomes available. Please bear with us. Alright, let's speak with Mila. What is the meaning of this? Apologies, my lady, but I'm as much in the dark as you are. 'Twas the tournament registrar who spoke with Black Lotus on the matter. Not even the organizers have full grasp of the situation. It isn't uncommon for combatants to withdraw from a match, but when it does happen, more often than not, something illicit is afoot. While some might consider default to be the sweetest word, I know that you do not. Nay, an unearned victory such as this rings hollow, and brings you no satisfaction. As such, I have a mind to delve into what will certainly prove to be some dark places. May I rely on your help? Good. To begin with, let us go and ask the tournament registrar about this conversation with Black Lotus. Alright, so they should be down here. Yes, my lord. Black Lotus came and informed me that he no longer wished to fight. This happened shortly after you entered the anteroom. I assumed he would follow suit, but he declared his withdrawal. Stunned as I was, by the time I had gathered my wits and thought to ask for his reason, he had spun on his heels and left. He was headed in the direction of Pearl Lane, I believe. If you wish to speak with him, I suggest you take your search there. Alright, to Pearl Lane we go. I think there's an Aetheryte over there. Oh, that's actually the Ruby Road Exchange. So where is Pearl Lane? Alright, that is over there. Okay, I know where this is now. We just need to head inside here. Well, I'd say it's time to come clean. Sharp as you are, you've probably seen through the masquerade already. Prince, it's good to see you again. As myself, at any rate. Let me guess, you demand to know why I abandoned you at the arena. I'll tell you that, and more besides, but this stays between us, understood? Since we took care of business with Livold, and I left Ul'dah, I've been roaming the land like a proper vagabond. In the course of which I helped a child in need. You've already met the little scamp. I came upon him one day, all on his lonesome, his face caked in dirt. A war orphan, like so many out there. Upon learning what I did for a living, he decided that he must learn swordplay and begged me to teach him. Wouldn't take no for an answer, the stubborn bugger, and he's been following me around ever since. Now those that came to me with threats, they mistook the boy for my own, and took him hostage, and demanded I pull out of the tournament. If it were just my own head, I wouldn't think twice about risking it, but I won't gamble with someone else's life. The boy may not be my flesh and blood, but he's in danger on my account, and here we are. What can I say? In spite of myself, I have taken to the rascal. I knew it was you, from the moment we fought. Myla, my dear, you are as ravishing as ever. Spare me. All this time and you couldn't bestir yourself to send a single goddamn letter. Easy on the anchor now. 'Twould be a right shame to line that beautiful face with wrinkles. That's neither here nor there. Now tell me why you have returned. As hasty as ever, too, I see. If you must know, rumors have reached me of a free paladin named PrinceBrightstar whose skills were beyond compare. Precisely how far beyond compare had his skills become, I simply had to see, nay, test for myself. So I made my way back to Ul'dah. When I arrived, I learned that the prestigious old cup had been revived. If Prince enters, I'd get my wish. If he didn't, I'd just have to settle for winning the tournament and resuming my wanderings. With a little help from an old friend, I acquired an invitation and found myself a suitably menacing full-faced helm. Being something of a pariah, it wouldn't do to be seen, you see. If you went through all the effort for the sake of fighting Prince, why did you withdraw? Simply put, to make way for money. Not mine, mind you, but someone else's. As you know, a tournament of this scale sees stupendous sums of coin moved, and there are some who'd stop at nothing to ensure that it moves their way. Well, it turns out the Black Lotus was standing between an especially unscrupulous crew and their fortune, and so they took my boy and threatened his life. A boy? Well, it's a rather embarrassing tale. let's save it for after I'm a few tankards in. Someone wants you to win, Prince, at all costs. While I do not disagree with their choice of champion, their methods don't sit well with me. But I'm afraid the rest will have to wait. The danger hasn't passed. Though I did as I was told, they haven't kept their part of the bargain. I mean to mount a rescue, and for this I could use your help. I knew I could count on you. First of all, we must track down these match-fixing, child-abducting villains. For the sake of haste, let us split up and investigate. If you could ask after shady sorts in these parts, I'll see to the nearby areas. The child? When the hell did he... Myla, it's not his. Alright, let's see who we can find around here. Shady sorts taking wagers on the old cup? Haven't seen any myself, but safe to say they're out there. It's old after all. Alright, here's the second person. And I see the third over there. What? You're here to laugh at me? Well, there are plenty around here hoping to strike it rich quick. Don't know any bookmakers myself. Don't have the coin for that, but someone's bound to. Gambling? Match fixing? Whatever are you talking about? Kidnapping? Oh gods, I never imagined they'd go that... Ah, me and my big mouth. Alright. I'll tell you what I know. Least I can do to clear my conscience. The black market bookmaker, he has no established base. The better to avoid the authorities. But right now he has a lackey near the Gate of Fall. Say to the fellow the words, "Doubt the truth," and he'll tell you where to go. Now leave me be. And you didn't hear any of this from me. Alright, so let us make our way over to here. Alright, here's the suspicious fellow. Doubt the truth. Oh, a customer. Collecting, are you? Then it's over by the Sultan tree. Just so you know, it might be a bit noisy. My mate there's babysitting at the moment. Alright. So the Sultan tree is where we are headed to. And if you remember, we once met Onamo there. Looks like it's going to be behind the tree here, actually. Yeah, what do you want? Your clothes, your boots, and your chocobo. Or the child. Let's go with the child. One of Aldous'. Get him! Not a smart idea. We are almost out of technical points. Once we are fully out, I'm going to switch strategy. There we go. Requiem. And now Holy Spirit. Looks like I'm not the only paladin working on this one here. We need to heal up here. There we go. The child is unharmed. Uncle Aldi, I'm so sorry. If only I was stronger. That's nothing a little training won't fix. By the way, have you thanked Prince here yet? Oh, right. Thanks for saving me, Prince. At first I thought you were one of the crooks, but you're a really nice person. Oh, and you're really strong as well. I'm going to train hard so I can be strong too, and look after myself. Allow me to thank you also, my friend, and lest you wonder, I haven't been idle either. I managed to find solid evidence implicating the XIV sword Odd, our friend whom you saw me having a chat with. The brass blades have been alerted to his shenanigans, and he'll trouble us no more. Wait, did the boy just call you uncle? Aye, well, I'm a little too far gone to be his playmate. What of it? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you assumed he was, you know. That certainly explains your black mood. To prevent further misunderstanding, he isn't mine. I chanced to help him and we became fast friends, is all. Oh, well, it's not like I cared or anything. It's just, given how long you were gone, I wouldn't have been surprised, is all. It takes a lot longer than that to grow him this big. This is nothing to laugh about. Ah, but it is. At any rate, all is well that ends well. It's just a pity the dream match between me and Prince could not be... Don't be so quick to give up. You've evidenced that you were being threatened, have you not? I believe there's a good chance we can still make it happen. The old cup generated such excitement as the Colosseum has not seen in generations. The organizers would have to be hopeless fools to forego the chance to crown it off with a grand finale. I will lodge a formal petition in my capacity as Guildmaster. The match will take place, just you watch. Ha! That's my Mila. As brilliant as you are beautiful. The first sword's as good as her word, my friend. Our match is a guaranteed thing. When we finally meet in that arena, let us hold nothing back. And no hard feelings if I win, yes? I will go and entrust the young one to the care of the brass blades. Pray come and see me at the guild afterwards. Alright, let's make our way back to the Gladiators Guild. Alright, one more time. My thanks, Prince. With your help, not only were we able to save Aldous' boy, we may yet spare the tournament an unceremonious end. All that remains is to convince the organizers to host the final. Knowing them, though, it won't require much convincing. On the subject of the boy, I would thank you to keep my little misunderstanding to yourself. Now then, I must be about my business, until such time as the match is confirmed. Take what rest you can. You will need it. Alright. And let's see. The last... Yes, so the last is going to be at level 70. And from my understanding is, aside from the Passage of Arms ability, we're also going to get a full set of armor once we complete this quest, so I can't wait to get that going. Anyway, we need to head back to Othard and liberate Doma. Okay, let's make our way over here to the west. And let's speak to Alphino. I imagine you are eager to hear the particulars of our plan. Allow me a moment to gather everyone's attention.
If all are in agreement, I will outline my plan to retake Doma Castle. First, Lise and the Doman Irregulars will conduct a series of raids against Imperial targets throughout the surrounding area, with the aim of drawing the garrison's attention. Shortly thereafter, our Xaela allies will launch a surprise attack on the castle's airborne defenses. In this way, we will prevent the enemy's airships from rendering support and cut off one means of escape. Alize and I, together with the shinobi, will exploit the ensuing chaos to infiltrate the moon gates and disable the Magitech field generators. Once the barrier is down, we will be free to cross the One River and reach Doma Castle. It is at this point that we must turn to our Confederate and Kojin allies. They will commence to bombard the castle with cannon fire, while sailing west towards the Doman Enclave.
Wait, the Enclave? Why would you want them to sail away from the castle?
Because the Enclave is home to countless civilians. Once pressed, the Imperials may well think to take them hostage, and I would fain forestall any such attempt. After we have secured the Enclave, we may lay siege to Doma Castle directly. The main strength of the Doman Liberation Front, under Lord Hien's command, shall be committed to this endeavor, as will you and your redoubtable allies. The rest is simple. We scour the castle for the Viceroy, we find her, and we subdue her. Without their leader, what remains of the Imperials' morale will crumble, and they will surrender or attempt to flee. And Doma will be free. Your thoughts, Lord Hien? If any points were unclear or gave you cause for concern, I should be glad to go over them with you.
Nay, 'tis a fine plan. You have a talent for this. That much is plain. We shall carry out Alphino's plan to the letter. Time is of the essence, as you know, so let us each see to our respective preparations. Carry on.
Alright, let us speak to Hien, and let's get this going. There's no shortage of tasks which must needs be completed before we can launch our attack. If you have a moment, perhaps you could lend a hand? That said, I have only just returned. It would be better for you to speak with Alphino to find out how you might be of service. To Alphino, then. Trying to keep busy? Oh, glad am I to hear it. There is one task which comes to mind. As I explained during my briefing, Alice and I will need to infiltrate the moon gates to disable the Magitech field generators. Though I pride myself on knowledge of various subjects, I must confess I lack confidence in my knowledge of this particular one, which is why I turned to an expert. I have been conversing with Sid via Tataru, attempting to ascertain the design of the generators based on our limited intelligence. Most recently, he sent a parcel with some documents which he believes may be of use. I would like for you to go to Kugane and bring them back here. In the meantime, I will continue to work with our shinobi allies to plot a path into the gates. Safe travels, Prince, and thank you again. You know, I was thinking it probably was time to check out Kugane again so we could pick up the next set of hunt ranks. So, let's do just that. Alright, so for that, we need to head to the west. Here we are. Yeah, this place is a lot busier now that people have finally gotten through Vauban's wall and Pippin's fence. Well, if it isn't our good prince, come closer, let me see for myself how far you've come since we last met. Just as I expected, you look a deal stronger than before. The hunt has been good to you, and you to it, I hope. The time has come for you to set out on ever more dangerous hunts. The 3 stars await you. Go and speak with Wilvela once more. May the gods see fit to see you back alive. Take care on the hunt, lest you become the hunted. Alright. So, Estrelid tells me that you are ready for our 3-star hunts. You should know to suggest such a thing is a great show of confidence in your ability. Very well, I will trust her in this. Our 3-star mark bills are yours to undertake. But know that no words of warning will suffice. The monsters you hunt are no normal beasts. They are hellish, unrelenting. You must know well what both you and they are capable of before you face them. Alright. That gives me a little bit more experience. You are now able to undertake 3-star veteran clan mark bills from the clan hunt boards in Kugane and Ralger's Reach. New quests and elite veteran clan mark bills will become available from Estrelid at Shiokaze Hostelry upon reaching level 70. Alright, so I'm gonna grab all of these actually, since we've got a new set that we can just grab here. There we go. Now, just looking at the map real quick here. Doesn't look like there's anything else that needs to unlock at this point here, so let us make our way over to where Totaro is. The Ruby Bazaar. Totaro, that's a nice kimono you're wearing. Prince, what are you doing here? I thought you were off fighting nomads on the Azim steppe. Oh, you beat them. Good show. A shame I didn't get to see it. Alpha No has been keeping me apprised of the situation in Doma. I may not be any good in a physical fight, but in a paperwork fight, I'm the true Hagan. Yeah. You're here for the parcel Sid sent, right? Wait a moment, and it will be right out. It arrived not long ago. A porter delivered it to our offices, along with various other knickknacks from Eorzea. Sid regrets that he couldn't come here in person. Apparently his hunt for the dragon in Omega demands his full attention, you see. Still, he was reasonably confident that the documents he provided would be enough for Alphinaud to do the work himself. So as soon as that parcel gets here, we can open it up and see what's inside. Pardon my interruption, but the parcel in question, was it the one you placed on the shelf in the back for safekeeping? I believe so, yes. Why do you ask? Well, you see, on closer inspection, said parcel appears to have been addressed to the Sekisegumi barracks. Though it does indeed bulge with a quantity of paper reminiscent of a rather large instruction manual, the lingering scent of lilac leads me to conclude it is in fact a sizable collection of love letters. What? Impossible! That porter was carrying a parcel addressed to us. I saw the writing with my own eyes. Oh, I do not doubt that in the least. However, as he was tasked with a number of deliveries, I can only presume that he handed you another parcel by mistake. This is a disaster. We have to find the porter right now this instant. My, she can move quickly when she has a mind to do so. So quickly she neglected to take these love letters with her. They too must be redirected to their rightful recipient. They should also aid in tracking down the right porter. They keep records of their deliveries and so forth, after all. The man in question was a middling height and build, not unlike myself. Black hair, short, terribly helpful in Kugane, I know. A cheery sort, wearing bright colors as I recall. I will send a few more of my men out to search, but in the meantime, why don't you take the parcel and see if you can't track him down yourself. I will wait here, on the off chance he realizes his mistake and returns. Alright then. So, apparently we need to go find the mailman then. So it looks like they are all the way in the northwest part of town, so let's hit the Aethernet. Oh, I think I teleported to the wrong location. Yeah, let's make our way back. Well, that got us a little closer, at least. There they are. Who are you? You seek company? For an hour or an evening? How it reeks of perfume and desperation. I know not of it, nor do I wish to know. Alright, so that's not the person we're looking for. This might be them. Good morning to you, sir. But I have no time to chat. I have to head to the Boat Cairo. Or was it the hostelry? No time, no time. Aye, I recognize that parcel. I delivered it to the Ruby Bazaar not long ago. What of it? Eh? A mistake? For the Sekisegumi, you say? You're right. How stupid of me. Fortunately, I have yet to visit the barracks. This is for you, yes? I will take the other in exchange. Alright. let us make our way back over and speak to Tataru. I'm sorry, I couldn't find him. I guess we just have to hope he realizes his mistake and returns soon. That's it! That's the parcel! You found him! Though, knowing our luck, Sid put the wrong papers in here. Nope, this is it. These are the documents detailing the operation of the magic field generators Alphino requested. I can only imagine what would have happened had we sent Prince back to Doma with a parcel full of love letters. The look on Alphino's face when he reads the first page. On second thought, I'm a little disappointed we didn't. Everyone's working so hard to fight for Doma's freedom, and here I am, making the same silly mistakes. It won't happen again, Prince, and I'll keep working hard to bring you and the others useful information. If we hear anything new, we'll contact you straight away. Oh, and you may be pleased to hear that we have brokered an arrangement between the company and the Confederacy. They require armaments we provide, discreetly and at a reasonable price. I'm sure Lord Lororito was pleased to hear it. Indeed he was, indeed he was. Well, it seems our time together is at an end. Give Alphino and Alice my regards, will you? Alright, let's make our way back over to the House of the Fierce. There's Alphino. Oh, it seems like just yesterday you were here. Our plans proceed apace. Do you have the documents? Let's hand them over. Excellent. This looks to be exactly what we need. Assuming our shinobi escort can see us safely inside the moon gates, I should have no trouble deactivating the barrier. Good, good. That's one less thing to worry about. Should you wish for further employment, mayhap you could speak with Alice? I believe she was planning to search the surrounding area for Imperial patrols. If you go now, you may be able to catch her before she departs. Alright, let us try to find her. Here she is. Alphino told you about my plans, and you wish to come help me? Well, far be it from me to refuse you. If truth be told, I'm not entirely sure what I expect to find. In the wake of your failed assassination attempt, the Imperials demonstrated uncharacteristic restraint. There were no public executions, and not a single village was put to torch. But as I mentioned earlier, our latest intelligence does suggest a purge is imminent. For all we know, they could be out in the field even as we speak, surveilling their targets and making plans. If so, we need to put a stop to it. Let us begin our search in the north. Alrighty then, so for that, we are going to need to make our way... Let's see, I think we need to go out this exit. Okay, apparently that's not an exit. Over here, then, perhaps. Yes, here we go. It's a bit easier to see out here now. All quiet for now. Follow me to the next location. I see a hunt target down there. Alright, so let's see. That does 1 of 3, it looks like. Alright, Hadre can handle that one. I'll grab this one. There we go. Alright, let's make our way up to where Alice is. No Imperial patrols near our headquarters, then. Good. The last thing we need is a repeat of Rhalgr's Reach. Even so, 'twould be prudent to search a little longer. Alright, it looks like she went to the east. Ah, looks like she had to take down a cat. Not exactly the enemy I was worried about. Damn it all, I can't just leave the carcass lying in the middle of the road. You've gotten stronger. Next to you, I feel like a child playing at swords and sorcery, though mayhap it suits me better than books. I owe much to a Makote I met on my travels. He was a master of these techniques and kindly agreed to teach me the fundamentals. But I never could warm to the common rapiers. I vastly preferred using a blade of my own creation, despite the toll it took on me. Urianger's gift was a godsend, to be honest. Anyway, we're falling behind. We should split up and try to recoup some lost time. We've heard rumors of Imperial soldiers skulking about disguised as villagers. One was supposedly spotted near the Ribbons, to the south of here. Go and see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Alright, to the... Actually, that looks closer to the southeast than the south. Oh, hello there, young man. My associates and I are in search of fertile soil for farming, and this land caught our eye. You doubt my words? You suspect we have some other purpose in coming here? How vexing it is to be questioned in this manner. Very well. He desires the truth, so he shall have it. Deal with him! Alrighty then. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to lay out my buttons here. I think having spirits within, though, is going to be a good thing, just having it there, because that's where it used to be when I was in Heaven's Word. There we go, that takes care of the Imperial Imposters. I saw them attack you, while this one fled. Since you seemed to have everything in hand, I decided to capture him. An Imperial, I presume? I knew it would come to this, but at the hands of a Westerner, a Doman would at least know the rights. You think you understand, but you do not. She will burn it all before she surrenders. She will never kneel again, nor should she. It's about time the Echo came into this. Rest assured, the Naori will receive due compensation. Young Asashi has great potential, that much is plain. If he applies himself, he may one day be granted the opportunity to go to Garlemald and learn from some of the leading authorities in the field of Magitech. Few citizens are afforded such treatment, however, much less people of provinces. You will need to do more. Oh, of course. Have no doubt that we shall. My husband and I only want the best Imperial education for our boy. I've finished plating the rice, Mother. Planting the rice. Not while the officer is here. Yotsuyu, inside, now. Yes, Mother. You did not mention that you had a daughter. My sister's, not mine. Kami rest her soul. She is utterly hopeless, but one cannot choose one's family. Indeed, she is of age to receive an education as well, is she not? Yet we have no records. I trust I need not remind you of your legal obligations. No, of course not. But she is weak and sickly. Some days she has not the strength to leave her bed. Though, a thought occurs to me. Mayhap we can come to an understanding. That was a near thing. What happened? We were talking and then all of a sudden you were somewhere else. Did one of those soldiers hit you on the head or something? Well, if you say so, we should go and tell the others what happened here. You sure you want to leave this on the road? Alright, let's make our way back over. And yes, okay, so that's gonna be inside. Let's hit up the House of the Fierce. Thank you. You didn't have to come with me, but you did, and for that I am grateful. I told the others of our encounter with the disguised soldiers. Though we disposed of the bodies, it is only a matter of time before their comrades note their absence. As if we needed any more reason to act quickly. Are you sure you're alright, by the way? You've been awfully quiet since we returned. I'd tell you the rest and leave the rest to the others. But seeing as that isn't in your nature, Lise returned but a moment ago, looking a bit worried. It would seem that trouble is afoot in Namai. You may as well go and ask her about it. As for me, I will not impose upon you any further. Alright, let us find her to the northwest. Here we are. We barely got enough armor as it is, huh? Oh, you're here to help? That's a relief. I've been trying to help the villagers in Namai get ready for the operation, but we've run into a few problems. You remember how we're supposed to stir up trouble as a diversion, right? Well, the thing is, we don't have enough armor to go around. I thought the Doman Liberation Front would be able to furnish us with some, but it seems that is not the case. I was about to go and tell Issei. Why don't you come too? Alright, that's gonna take us into the village, so actually, let's just teleport over there. Oh, you're here too. I heard about those soldiers you and Alice encountered. I'm glad you're all right. Ahem, right then. Issei, we've gathered up all the rope we could find in the village. And every tool with an edge, but it is still not enough. Even a hoe would suffice, but there are no more to spare. Thank you, Chigusa. Ryosen could use a hand, if there is nothing else. As for more tools, I may have some in my home. Go and search it. Take whatever meets your needs. I made enough rice balls for everyone, including some special ones for Lady Yagiri. Can I go and give them to her? You silly girl, of course you can. Hurry, you never know when she'll have to leave on a secret mission. Sorry about that. Everyone's been trying to contribute since Lord Hien returned. There's so much to worry about. You're doing well, Issei. Though I have to ask, have you had any luck finding more armor? Unfortunately, no. Unlike weapons, there are no substitutes for proper protection. It's not as though we need full suits of Imperial plate, but we're not soldiers. If we attack without any equipment, we'd be slaughtered. The Doman Liberation Front doesn't have any armor to spare. I suppose we could ask Hancock, but there's no telling how long it would take for him to send us supplies. Do you have an armorer in the village, or anyone with some skill to fashion armor? There is one man, a craftsman who fled the Enclave. He is experienced and may be able to help. I don't know if I can persuade him to, though, but maybe you two could come with me? His name is Suranuki, and he lives in Kusakari, in the south. Come with me. Alright, let us make our way south then. Looks like he lives outside the village, actually. Who are these starry-eyed youths who stand before me? Ones who sing of rebellion, of liberation? Ha ha ha! Surely they would not think to trouble me with such foolish dreams. Oh, go and say what you will, but do not take offense if I die from laughter. Alright, let's see what we got here. Well, let's go with this. Eh? Say again? You would have me fashion armor for villagers who wish to fight Imperial regulars? Mad fools charging boldly to meet their death. Bring me steel and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Yes, yes, plates of steel, all that you can carry. The better to shield them from blade and bullet. If only it were so simple, Master Suranuki. Steel plates are not so easily procured. Blind, deaf, and dumb you are, boy. We are awash in broken steel. Magitech great cylinders come crashing to the earth from on high. Shatter them to bits with my explosives. They will not fail you, for I made them to kill Imperials. Bring me my steel, and you will have your armor. It's not like we know any other armorers who can help. At least we get to blow things up. Alright, so we're headed to the southwest then. Here we go. Oh, that's gonna throw it somewhere else. Let's back up for a moment. Use it and throw it. Alright, let's grab the plating. Looks like there's another one that we can, blast to pieces here. That is quite a bit that we have to pick up here. And this is the last one. Alright, looks like that's all we need. Let's head back over. You have the many plates of steel I demanded? Show me. 15 plates, here you go. Then you are committed to your cause, dressing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war. Stupid, stupid fools. Doma is dead, and so are her people. Lord Kyan, Lord Hien, all dead. Their blood is on our hands. 'Twas Lord Kyan who saved us, who spared us the worst when the Garleans came. With every shred of pride and honor he cast aside, without a second thought, all to win their trust, all to serve as their puppet, restored to his throne years later, a paper tiger. Such shame he must have felt, but no matter, he would suffer it for his people. A life as slaves is better than none at all, he believed, but not us. After my lady died, we began to whisper in his ears dreams of freedom and liberation. We pushed him to take action, if only a little. "10 years of preparation, of machinations. So careful we would be, and yet, Doma burned for our foolishness. Not for that of Lord Kyan, Monzen, the Enclave. They were raised for our sins. We murdered them all. Don't you see? We murdered you all." "You're wrong, Master. We are still here. We are still alive. Lord Kyan too lives on, in our hearts and in his son, for Lord Hien has returned." "Lord Hien, alive? It cannot be. You lie, you lie." "It's the truth. Hien came back to Doma to help her fight for freedom." Could it be? My Lord Hien yet lives? Oh. Bands of steel to bind the chest and belly. Yes. I must heat the forge and begin work at once. 10, 100? How many do you need? All that and more you shall have. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, so, finally, we are replacing our anima weapon. But hopefully, once we get to Eureka, we will be able to trade in the anima for a new weapon. Even after 25 years of oppression, they still have it in them to stand up and fight. We just have to show them the way forward. Issei and I will stay and help Tsurunuki finish the armor, so you've no need to wait around. Why not go back to the House of the Fierce? I'm sure there's plenty of work left to be done. Ask about and see what you can find. Alright, to the House of the Fierce. Everything is in order, sir. Under Lord Gosetsu's sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. Help? Oh, no. I will not impose upon you without cause. Rest assured that everything is in place, and everything is fine. Everything is fine. I require no assistance, comrade. Lord Hien's instructions to me were quite clear. I need only transcribe them for the benefit of our Xaela allies. Speaking of Lord Hien, if you are eager to be of service, mayhap you could seek him out? Keep an eye on him, perchance, should he decide to venture outside. Let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector? Ha! To hear them mutter, one would think I intended to stride up to the castle gates on my own. The truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I had hoped to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Would you care to join me? You would be setting a lot of fretful minds at rest. Very good. Let us depart for Monzen at once. Alright, so, Monzen. Where is that? That is actually in this area which we have yet to explore. Monzen was home to many great and powerful families, men of honor, samurai, once. Great swaths were razed, and people put to the sword. What little remains stands as a testament to what was, and what will never be again. Come, I would take a closer look. Magatsu. Oh, that's a name we know from Phantasy Star Online 2. And there's something over there as well. No sentries, at least of the living sort. Those shambling suits of armor had the run of the place. To think this was once a bustling street, so full of life, a river of people, with a current all its own. But even then, the Imperials walked among us, sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly, but we were always aware of their presence, and we were complicit. He did what he had to preserve the peace, to keep our people safe. But at what cost? Forgive me. This is neither the time nor place for such dark musings, though they did serve to remind me of the barracks which once stood to the west of here, where there may yet be weapons our comrades could use. If you head down that street, past those makeshift barricades, you will come to the ruins. I will search elsewhere. Meet me at the water's edge when you have finished. Alright then. Here we go. And now let's make our way over to the water's edge. This way. Oh, looks like there's a fate going on here. A boss fate! Let's get in there! It's taking a while to bring this guy down, that's for certain. But the experience we get from this should be well worth it. Back over to Holy Spirit. So basically, when it comes to DPS with Paladin now, you're basically going to be going back and forth between making physical strikes and using your Requiescat and your Holy Spirit. There are some guides that you can find on Reddit and such that will give you more detail into it, but that's basically what we're looking at here for what the Paladin rotation looks like, basically. You definitely do want to be doing that dance because the Holy Spirit attack gives you 20 points in your Paladin bar down here, and you need to use 50 of those in order to either use a shield block, Sheldtron, or to use Intervention, which blocks damage to other players in the party. And that finishes the boss fight. Yeah, 252,000 experience points, and we even got a weapon there. Let's see what that is. That is for a Dark Knight. It's item level 150. So it's usable by somebody that has reached the end of Heaven's Word. Or at least the leveling process in there. Alright, let's catch back up with Hien. Alas, I found not of value. Did you? Let's hand over the katana. Still sheathed in its scabbard. Though even shielded from the elements, it will need to be cleaned and oiled. I recognize the crest. It belonged to the son of a samurai I trained with when I was young. He never even had a chance to draw it. There she is, Doma Castle, my home. They let us keep her for a time, before gradually moving their forces across the Fluminense. Now her every court and corridor belongs to Yotsuyu. The father spent much of his time there, I did not. I may have only visited him there on half a dozen occasions, if that. I cannot remember. But I remember the view from the keep. Doma seemed much smaller from there, like you could hold it in your hands. Well, Monzen at least. Doma is so much more than that. There, beyond the moon gates, unto the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here, in the places that no man can see or touch or take from you. We carry her with us, wheresoever we go. Not the land or the soil, but the story. And what is life if not a story? The story of our journey from dawn to dusk, day after day after day. The story of our mothers and our fathers, our families and our friends, our peoples and our nations. I think a part of me understood that when I looked out from the keep. Hien, son of Kayan, another caretaker of the story of Doma. It's a fine castle, truly, with an even finer view. But in the end... In the end... Kami, strike me down. How could I be so blind? We must return to the House of the Fierce at once. I have had what can only be described as a revelation. Ours is an excellent plan, but not so excellent that it cannot be improved. And I know how. Let's see here. That is an upgrade on our shield, so let's grab that as well. Hey James, thanks for popping in. Yeah, I am enjoying the story. On second thought, Prince, I ask that you return to the House of the Fierce without me, and tell Alphino to call the others together for a meeting. It is imperative that the Kojin emissary be in attendance as well. I shall join you anon. Alright. Back to the House of the Fierce. Yeah, I'm just about at 69 myself here. Lord Hien wishes to discuss the details of our plan? Very well, if he insists. I shall summon the others at once. As for the Kojin, I believe one of their emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain.
May I present the Blue Kojin's emissary?
Greetings and well met, old friends. The Elder sends his regards.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
If, you might humor me. Thank you for coming, Soroban. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Kojin of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Explosives, coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Then I wish to revise the plan. Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Kojin advance upstream, beneath the water, and breach a segment of the outer wall. I mean to flood Doma Castle.
My lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
It's not much different from the idea of poisoning the water.
I can and I will if it improves our chances. By flooding the castle, we remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, that castle was entrusted to you by your father, and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
Stone walls do not a nation make, my friend. Her people do. And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild. So let us only think of this battle, of victory here and now, for without that we have no future.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Hien, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I will inform the Elder of your revised stratagem and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Kojin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
Okay, and so with that, it looks like we are ready to get going for the next part of this here. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break here, and then we will get going. Alright, let's get this going here. Let's speak to Lady Yagiri. No plan is perfect, and there is ever room for improvement. I expect my comrades will be refining their approach into the moment they begin. In case you are unaware, the other Jonin will lead the assault on the Moon Gates, not I. My place is at Lord Hien's side. If there's nothing else, I'll head back to Namai. Suranuki's working hard, and Issei's doing what he can to help. But maybe there's more that I can do too. He was like a different person when he began hammering those plates. Younger, brighter, full of life and hope. The plan is set, and all that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount, for tomorrow we may die. Have you two not done enough? Will you not pause a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not unto battle with weary eyes or lingering regrets, my friend. Alright, let us speak to Alphino. Soroban informs me that his sappers will be ready within the day, which means that we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role you will play, I think it only prudent that you refrain from further labors and rest until tomorrow. Agreed? Far be it from me to refuse. We shall speak again in the morning. Take care, my friend. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Nothing I can use, so let's grab that.
You're awake. I was just, well, they threw me out, actually. Told me I needed to get some sleep. Ready for the big day. Not long now, eh? I'm nervous, of course, but I also feel like I didn't know where I was going, but maybe, finally, something's gonna change, you know? Really, really change. And when the dust has settled, we'll see what we've won, and what we've lost. I'm going to give it my all tomorrow. Everything I've seen and felt, I won't let it be for nothing. Right, off to bed. Don't want to overdo it, and neither should you. Oh, but before you sleep, you should look in on Alphino and Alize. Quietly, of course.
Ha! Another restless soul. Come, come. Raise a glass to freedom.
Good. Good. I should be interested to know his thoughts on the matter.
That's enough, Gosetsu. You'll not convince anyone with your drunken ramblings. We've talked about this, all of us. We are flooding the castle tomorrow, and that's the end of it.
I know. I accepted your decision, and I do not intend to go back on my word. Nevertheless, as the battle draws near, I cannot help but recall our many travails, and it fair compels me to speak. In all my time serving as a leader of men, there are two failures which haunt me to this day. The first, a defeat at the hands of the Empire 25 years past, and the subsequent imprisonment of your father. Long did I consider offering up my life in atonement, until Lord Kyan allowed at last to receive visitors called for me, of all people, for my unborn child, he said. For my dearest Shun, live. My second failure, of course, was the betrayal of that self-same command. When in the rebellion I failed to protect not only Lord Kyan, but Lord Hien too. That I yet live, having known such disgrace, is an affront to the Kami themselves. Yet you, all of you, saw fit to grant this shameful creature, this failure, another chance to serve a greater purpose. Thank you for pitying an old fool.
Now, it is far too soon for that. Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair. Even that sounds morose. We who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. He is right about one thing, though. We have you and yours to thank for this chance. All debts will be repaid. On that you have my word. But first we must live past tomorrow, no? If you've no intention of sleeping, Yugiri, you may as well join us.
Forgive me, my lord. I did not mean to... if that is your will.
Alright, let's speak with Hien one more time here. And it looks like this is going to be the big one. There he is! I trust you are none the worse for wear after last night. We received confirmation from the Kojin not long ago. Their sappers stand at the ready and await our signal. Let us not keep them and the others waiting. Gather your things, we depart at once. Alphano, instruct Lise and the others to move into position and launch their attack. Our scouts report no change in the Imperial's disposition, but I would leave nothing to chance. We must act quickly, lest we lose the element of surprise. Understood. I will relay your order to her and rejoin my unit. Gosetsu and Yugiri await the two of you at Monsen. Good luck, my friends. I will see you both again soon. Alright, let us make our way over to Monsen then. And the battle takes place on a rainy day. It is as if the skies weep for Doma's liberation. Let's take care of this guy first here. That attack there, Load Runner, it reminds me of a game called Load Runner that was back available on PC way back in the day. Anyway, let's get this going.
Understood. Wish us luck. Right. You all know what you have to do. Are you ready?
Oh, yes. Ready to show them what a good job they made of breaking us.
Then what are you waiting for? Move out!
Why must we waste our time guarding this blasted...
Sound the alarm! Fluminous is under attack! Armed insurgents have breached the perimeter! We need reinforcements!
This is Lee's. Imperial forces converging on our position. Looks like we've got their attention. We'll be sure to keep them busy for as long as we can.
Ah, war.
To wield power to make men kneel before you, there is no better feeling. A pity I must share this pleasure with a feral dog of a Dothar.
Preening, Oronir. You fear that she will put the sun in shade. Those are for you. Go, claim your prey.
Nice hit there.
Come to me! Come to your death! With each that falls, my soul soars higher!
Swiftly, brothers! Fall not behind! Make an offering of their steel to Father Azim!
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
My lord, the barrier!
That it should fall so soon! Truly, our allies seem determined to surpass each other.
The Magitech field is down. I repeat, the Magitech field is down. Confederate vessels, you are clear to advance upon the Enclave.
The wall is breached. The Kojin too will not be outdone.
Our allies have set the stage. Now we must take the castle. With me!
My lady, the riverside wall has been breached. The lower levels are already flooded and the water is still rising.
So I gathered. You would tear the whole thing down, all for the promise of freedom. A noble sacrifice, or the last desperate flailings ever flew. Speaking of which, how fares my route?
The procedure was carried out as instructed by Lord Owleth. By all indications, it was a success.
Is that so? Then he may yet be of some use. Devotees of vengeance should rightly pursue their cause unto the bitter end, don't you think? Their hearts aflame with passion until the last few embers fizzle and fade, leaving naught but ash. The Viceroy's orders were clear. If Doma falls, none shall be spared his wrath. Tell the men to fight as if their lives depend on it. Because they do.
As you command, my lady.
Again they come to make you kneel, to make you grovel and suffer. But you have endured their worst and survived. You know their tricks. They will not find a flower simply waiting to be plucked.
Alright, let's speak to Hien. Aye, there can be no doubt. The Viceroy is trapped, and so comes our part. Our Kojin allies will deliver us to our destination, to the Western Dock, and do not forget to bring your fellow adventurers, Prince. Alright, over to the dock we go then. Greetings and well met, my friends. Climb aboard, climb aboard. There is room enough for you all. Prince, that we might improve our odds of success, we will divide into two parties upon arrival. One comprising you and your adventurer comrades, the other Gosetsu, Yugiri, and myself. Each will enter the keep via a separate route, dispatching any Imperial forces that attempt to bar their path. Even should one meet with misfortune, the other will reach Yosatsu. Agreed? Then let us be about it. For Doma! Alright, Doma Castle is now accessible in the Duty Finder. No delays, let's get this going. Aside from the Duty Finder, wait here. While we're waiting here, why don't we take a quick look at the map here and see if there's anything else that we can find around here. After all, revealing part of the map does in fact increase the amount of experience we have. There we go, there's some. There's another piece. I'm curious what's over here. Doesn't seem like there's too much, actually. Yeah, there's nothing in terms of an Aether current. Alright. Well, while we're waiting here, let's just grind some enemies here. There we go. Oops, somebody wasn't ready. like that might be the case again here, actually. Third time's the charm? Yes, indeed. Alright, here we go. Shield Oath on. Let's get this going. That's a good first pull. Seems like this place is going to be very AoE friendly here. Although maybe not with this big guy coming up. Alright. Keep moving up and up, and it looks like that's the first boss over there. Okay. Actually, no, that's not the first boss. Let's go further up. Here we go. How does this guy keep pulling off? Alright, there's the first boss. Let's get this going. Careful of those line AoEs then. Looks like this guy is supposed to be a bit more mechanical heavy. Or mechanic heavy rather than just your typical fight. Basically, avoid everything. Now, what's happening there? Oh, that's pointing out the direction that the bombs are going to continue on in. Got it. Looks like he's almost down. There we go. Level 69. I guess we're hopping in the water here. And moving on, looks like we got some pugs or something here. Oh, that might be an upgrade there. Let's see here. Yeah, that's gonna be an upgrade. It looks like we got some kind of damage fields here. As expected, that's what you get for not waiting for the tank to go first. It's nice to see that Dragoons are still tanking the floor. Oh, and we got some new earrings here as well. will say this, it is taking a while to just bring these enemies down. Alright, time for the second boss. Looks like it's some kind of a road thingy or something. Stack up. Just as I thought, this place is really mechanic heavy. Get into those silk towers quick. Should be the last round. And down it goes. Alright, let's keep moving. Alright, moving on. Up the stairs we go. Alright. Probably gonna have two more groups here. Here's the first. Ooh, that might be it. More from behind. Even more. Alright, time for the last boss. Dearest of all my enemies, I have new toys to show you. Alrighty. Alright, 10 seconds. Oh, they're actually summoning right now.
go together!
I gotta stay away from these spinning blades, rather. Looks like with that previous attack, what happened is he marked someone, put the thing on the ground, and then forced them to basically run away at the last second. At this point, I'm just looking for where the straight line for the empty spot is going to be, basically.
We go together! More, more, more!
Now what is it going to do?
Die, die, die!
Into the middle. Gonna do a full line again on these.
Die, die, die!
And there we go! We go together. Together. Alright, let's get out our commendation. And neither of those are for us.
Have you aught to say for yourself? For what you have done to our people? Your people?
My people, he says. The precious lordling beloved by all, come to confront the wicked witch. My parents taught me no better. They worked me from dawn to dusk like an ox or an ass or some other beast of burden. Until, that is, my brother spied a chance to transform the family fortunes. And so I was married to a vicious old drunk, who beat me as he pleased. And when I pleaded for help, I was told to grin and bear it. For the family, for him, for everyone's sake. They pretended not to notice, but they knew. They knew! What did it matter? I was nothing to them. Less than nothing. I wasn't of their flesh. I wasn't a fellow Domon. I wasn't even a person. I might just as well have been dead. And then my husband passed away one day. And so I was sold off yet again to pay his debts. But this time, I found a way to live for myself. To survive as a spy for the Empire. Oh, those were the days when the scales first fell from my eyes. No longer would I be a slave to my parents or my husband or the pleasure house. I would be free and receive due compensation. That would be enough, I thought. Until I saw a Doman in the road, beaten and broken. And my heart skipped a beat. Lying at my feet, groaning in agony, sobbing in despair. Powerless, helpless, hopeless. A vision forever seared into my soul. Oh! There was nothing I would not do to feel that joy again. To bend this cruel, twisted world to my whims. Now, having borne witness to my life's work, have you aught to say to me? "'Twas kind of you to lend me your ear, my lord. But now it is time for us to conclude our little tete-a-tete with a final game of chance. Who shall stand, and who shall fall? Let the die be cast."
This was her plan from the first, to bring the keep down on our heads.
I will remember your words. We must flee. Order our forces to withdraw.
Go, my lord! While you still can! I cannot hold it forever!
No! We will not leave you behind!
Do your duty! Deliver Lord Hien and the others to safety! Now! Forthwith! I shall manage on my own!
Mind if I grab him and just teleport him away once you three are gone? Or once you two are gone, rather.
No one leaves. Not you or anyone else.
naught this old friend cannot bear. Go now, all of you! The day is won, and the morrow beckons.
This isn't over.
Do not despair, my friend. Never before have I felt so alive. My eyes unclouded, my purpose clear. This is right.
Gosetsu. You never failed us. Not once. You served my father faithfully. And I'm a better man for your guidance. And the Doma we built together shall be better for it too. Be proud, my friend. Be proud.
I am, Shun. More than you know.
Hien! Hien!
You cast the die. Gambling was never my vice.
How merciful the gods that I should find you in time. Kasetsu? We must turn back now before it is too late.
Eyes forward, Cyrano. That was his wish.
I will deliver you to safety. The others are waiting.
Alright, let's speak to Alphino. It is, Gosetsu may be gone. Today is won. I see. Thank you. The occupation is ended then, and the people must be informed of our victory. But I will not simply give up Gosetsu for lost. Before aught else, we must needs search the ruins. Allow me, my friends. The castle is collapsing into the river and could easily drag you to your deaths. I can navigate the waters easily without fear of drowning. Be reasonable, brother. You know he's right. He's also got that thick shell on his back. Prince, a word, if I may. My lord withdraws into himself, unable to turn his thoughts from the keep. He needs us now more than ever. My friends, I am returned. I swam as far into the ruins as I could. And did you find him? Nay, lady, naught remained of the keep for me to search. Undermined from below and shaken from above, the manner of its collapse was most unusual. If the floor beneath him gave way before the rest, it is not impossible that he could have been sent tumbling into the river. But the water is thick from silt and debris. Despite my best efforts, I could not find him. I am sorry. There is naught for which you should apologize. Thank you, Soroban, for taking it upon yourself to search. The castle is in ruins, and the people are eager to learn the fate of their nation. We leave at once. Are you sure, my lord? The day is won, and the morrow beckons. It falls to us to greet it. I'm going down to the docks to see if I can't get one of the Confederate ships to take us to the Enclave. Mayhaps we should tell the others at the House of the Fierce to gather there. Magnai and Sadu know not of what happened in the castle. I will go and tell them. They fought valiantly and with honor, Serena. I pray you tell them that as well. You too, my friend, were instrumental in this triumph. I must insist that you be present when we bring these tidings to my people. Alright, let's make our way down. You all look like shite. The captain thought you might need a ride to the Enclave. Ready to come aboard? Let's go. On you go then. Sit wherever you like. I don't know what happened in there, but it's over. You won. That's cause enough for celebration. And those people you're about to see need something to celebrate.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
Look! It's Lord Hien!
Lord Hien!
It's him! He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Right. Yes, of course.
You're their lord, remember. Stand tall.
Forgive me. This is rather more daunting than I had anticipated. But you are right. I must be strong. Wish me luck. We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. The people pushed to the point of breaking. And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more? Here and now? And begin to rebuild our homeland?
Doma! Doma!
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Right.
Indeed, this is but the beginning. The tide is turning, and it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward and to the next battlefield.
Alright, let us move on and rejoin the group. Honored hero, you seek passage across the One River? Let's move on. Are you quite certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer? There are sure to be festivities, at which you would be the guest of honor, like as not. Very well. There are other ways in which we might celebrate, by rejoining the fight for freedom in Girabanya for one. Short though our time here has been, we have all come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. But we have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire, and we must seize this opportunity to rekindle the fires of liberation in the West. We dare not allow the Imperials a moment's respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. Did I hear you right? You are leaving? I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? Will you be heading back this step? Yes, the war here is ended, and there is no cause to remain. The Ornir and Dotharo have already withdrawn. I will follow them anon, but I wish to bid you farewell first. The Blue, too, must return to their homes. But we will be back. Doma has need of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services. And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken. Without ceremony or pomp, you steal off into the dark. No matter. We have plenty to be getting on with. Places to be, people to rob, and so on. And the captain never was one for mingling. I am a pirate. Give me a song at the tavern, and I will be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Hien? Nay. No taste for finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. If you are for Kugane, we would be happy to take you. Her waters have always been fruitful. I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. Thank you, Serena, for everything. May the Kami speed you on your way until we meet again. Alright, let's speak to Rasho. Naught remains undone. You are ready to depart? We are ready. To Kugane, then. Have everything? Good. We will need to weigh anchor before the Seke Segumi arrive. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. Give my regards to the old Dom. Alright, and those are new pants for us. I informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. Then it is here that we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your piratical endeavors, I suppose. Let us make our way over to there. Should be an Aether right around here somewhere. There we go. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. It is a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. Less so yours, Hancock, though Rasho and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. The pleasure was all mine, Master Alphino, I assure you. Anyway, you will be glad to hear that I have already chartered passage for you back to Limsa. The ship will leave port this very day, but the captain has agreed to wait until the 4 of you have boarded. The 4 of us? You mean to stay here in Kugane? Yes, I gave it some thought, and I realized that even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle. Maybe even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you've made. As I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you. And as I told you many times before, I am not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Unless you always presume the worst. So there you have it. I will remain here for now. You needn't worry. I'm a regular at the hostelry and a half-dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me. So go! Don't let me keep you. Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you still can. When you finish, make haste to the docks, Pier number 2, to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. Alrighty, let us make our way out of here. Alright, and now the question is there anything else that we need to do here before we leave? Let's see. Doesn't seem like it. I took a look at these guys before, and unless these have updated... Yeah, these are still older equipment, so... really, the only thing I would probably get would be if I visited the market board here. But at the same time, the market board is the same no matter where you are. The only thing I could really do here is actually maybe swap out some of the rest of the gear I've got. Let's see. And that price is just not going to work. But even then, it's not that much of an upgrade in the end. So, since pretty much everything I need is already taken care of here, actually, the one thing I would do is visit a mender. Here we go, independent repairman. Alright, let us make our way over to where Tataru is. First to arrive as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Naught to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. I half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma? And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself? And Gorsetzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lys. To seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends, and may we meet again beneath a western sky.
Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo.
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we poured into that hole, and for what?
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, Will you walk into my parlor once more?
Podolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranie Lupi.
Xenosier Galvus, I presume. It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I would not hear another sound pass her lips. Until I strip the fat from her.
Alright, let's speak to Lise. Back in Eorzea at last, ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser. So let's do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. Alright. Let's grab these. Alright, and so from here, we've been going for about 4 hours. I'm going to take a break for about an hour, at which point we will then resume, and we will continue the fight to save Alamigo. Thank you for joining me in the meantime. This is PrinceBrightstar signing off. I'll catch you then.